And to unpack this, I'm joined by a security expert, Inko-Tariah Ipalibo. Good morning. Glad to have you join me. How will you assess the statement by the Inspector General of Police that Nigeria isn't mature enough for state policing?
Well, we appreciate and understand the fears of the Inspector General of Police because his concerns are valid. However, the advantages of state police far outweighs his concerns. The operationally speaking, state police will ensure the effective and efficient coordination of security operations in terms of response time and the deployment of officers with understanding of the local terrain. And then if you look at it economically too, state police will provide direct employment for the locals, and it gives the leverage to combine whatever work they want to do, maybe farming, with policing. So in all ramifications, the argument for state police far outweighs the concerns or the fears of the IGP. Even in terms of professionalism and specialized training, the authorities of each state police will focus their specialized training on the peculiarity of their terrain. For example, Plateau State is a mountainous state. And so when you have state police, the focus of training will be in alpine warfare. And we all know that India, for now, has the best military school for training of alpine warfare officers. So Plateau State will naturally send their officers to India for such training so that they will be able to combat whatever crime that will come through the mountainous surroundings. Then a state like Rivers State or other South states will focus on marine or naval warfare in their specialized training. So rather than having one Nigerian police force that at the moment are incapable of solving the security problem, it would be better for the various states to form their state police forces and also focus on specialized training that would give us the desired results.
Let's look at the concerns raised by the IG, which is that among which is the merging of the NSCDS, and that's Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, as well as the Federal Road Safety Corps, into the police force instead of establishing state police. What are the advantages or disadvantages of this?
With all due respect to the IGP, that suggestion is laughable. NSCDC have their core duties that complement the efforts of the police force. The Nigerian Road Safety Corps, they have their core duties that also complement whatever security architecture we have in the system. So merging them does not in any way solve the current security problems we have. It will rather increase the complexity of management rather than solving any security problem.
How about the concerns of abuse of power and also human rights violation if state police were established? How can these concerns or risks be mitigated in the context of state-level law enforcement?
At the moment, there is gross abuse of power. The IGP cannot say that power is not being abused. The IGP cannot say that human rights are not being violated. So the same way we are managing the abuse of power and managing the violation of human rights will be the same way that such vices will be managed. Because if we set up state police, it does not mean that the governor has the absolute right to lord it over anybody. There is state legislation and there are other means of checks and balances that will be factored into the National Assembly in drafting a bill. Will have considered all those factors that will maintain a balance in event of the implementation of state police.
Now, in closing, from a security analyst's point of view, what alternative strategies or reform could be considered to address the need for effective policing while minimizing the risks associated with establishment of state police?
Well, currently, what the police force can do to address the security challenges is to co-opt, integrate the locals in policing, in the efforts of policing the various communities. And then also to partner with professionals. We, the professional security practitioners of Nigeria, we are available for discourse, we are available for dialogue and then brainstorming. So if they partner with us, we have strategies that could help the situation as it is at the moment.
Indeed, we hope we can get to that point where security insecurity is tackled in Nigeria. Well, thank you so much for your insight on the news. Inko-Tariah Ipalibo, security expert. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having me.